In a few months, I will have officially owned the Amex Platinum card for 2 years. During these past 2 years, I was able to experience both the old annual fee, benefits, and credits, along with the new benefits and credits, but not the new $695 annual fee just yet. More about that later. I have used this card to book 2 handfuls of flights and hotels, and have also used hundreds of dollars of credits every year. Today, we're going to talk about my personal experience with the Amex Platinum card and go over some shortcomings along with game changers that come with owning this credit card. Let's start with the annual fee. When I originally applied for this card at the end of 2020, the annual fee was $550. I mean, compared to today's annual fee, $550 seems like a bargain. At the time though, paying over $500 for a credit card was still kind of ridiculous. I think the Chase Sapphire Reserve was also $550 back then, but the Amex Platinum had more benefits and credits that appealed to me. Specifically, the credits that this card had were a $200 Uber credit, $100 Saks credit, and a $200 airline fee credit. And if I were able to use all 3 of those credits to the max, I would have $500 worth of value, which still isn't enough to cover the annual fee. The real reason why I wanted the Amex Platinum card in the first place was because of its benefits. I knew that I could take advantage of the lounge access, Marriott and Hilton Gold status, and the complimentary TSA PreCheck / Global Entry membership. With all of those credits and benefits combined, I figured I could get at least $600 to $700 worth of value from this card. Of course, it does depend how much you value the lounge access and hotel status. I scheduled my appointment for the Global Entry membership, and then things took a turn for the worse, like my stomach 30 minutes after I ate Taco Bell. There were rumors that the annual fee of this card will jump to $695 a year. Initially, I'm thinking, what the hell? $550 is already expensive for a credit card, but $700? Are you crazy? But then I took a look at the rumored credits and my mood completely switched around. $300 Equinox credit, $240 entertainment credit, $200 credit for prepaid hotel bookings, $189 clear credit, and a $100 temporary Resi credit. And people, along with myself, were already planning on how they could possibly use those credits. They were like, oh, Equinox has a bunch of clothes and gear on their website, so maybe you could use the credit for those purchases. I wouldn't pay $60 for a shirt, but hey, if it's free, then why not? I also use Netflix and Spotify and other streaming services, so that entertainment credit should be pretty easily used, all $240 of it. A $200 hotel credit could pay for a one-night staycation every year, and I would use the $100 Resi credit at a restaurant. So easy, right? That's $840 worth of value only for a $145 price increase. Maybe this wasn't so bad after all. We just had to wait until July 1st, 2021 to see and hear the official changes. Then of course, a few months later on July 1st, Amex finally announced the Amex Platinum card changes and all hell broke loose. The good news was that the rumored credits were relatively correct. I'm honestly shocked at how pretty accurate they were. The bad news though was that the details and fine print of those credits were way off. And that's where we started to run into trouble. The $200 hotel credit was only for prepaid bookings at Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts or the hotel collection properties made through American Express Travel. That's a lot harder to use than a general hotel credit. The $240 entertainment credit was only for Peacock, Audible, SiriusXM, or the New York Times. I don't use any of them. The $300 Equinox credit was only for Equinox Fitness Club monthly memberships or a digital subscription to the Equinox app. Definitely not going to use that. And there wasn't even a temporary $100 Resi credit. At this point, I was already leaning towards canceling or downgrading the Platinum card when my renewal date comes around in like 5 months or so. But then I looked into it a little bit more and I found a glimmer of hope. Turns out I wouldn't be paying the $695 annual fee just yet. I would pay the full price in 2022, and that made a world of a difference. My new plan was to hold on to this card for yet another year as a test run. I knew I could make the Amex Platinum worth it at $550 with the old benefits and credits, so I also knew I could make the same annual fee worth it with the additional credits as well. That was one of the best decisions that I made because starting in late 2021, the Amex Platinum card was getting better and better. And just like the Amex Platinum, my videos are hopefully getting better and better too, so be sure to subscribe down below to help support my channel. In October of 2021, Amex announced that Platinum card holders will now have a free Walmart Plus membership every year, and that's around a $155 value. To be honest, this wasn't the biggest improvement, but at least they added something instead of removing things. Then January 2022 came around and we could choose a new art design for our cards, which was pretty cool. Granted, this doesn't have or add any monetary value to holding on to the Platinum card, but it was still a nice little fun free surprise. It's like when you get 11 chicken McNuggets instead of 10. Finally, in April of this year, 2022, we received our latest update to this credit card. The $240 entertainment credit can now also be used for Disney Plus, the Disney Bundle, ESPN Plus, and Hulu. The once almost useless $240 credit now will actually give me $20 worth of value every month. It's kind of a stretch here, but I would like to see Amex continue to expand this credit to include things like Apple Music, Spotify, Netflix, or another major streaming platform. Now fast forward to today when I have to pay the new $695 annual fee for the first time in just a few short months. Will I do it? Or should I cancel or downgrade the Platinum card? That honestly depends on if Amex pulls a fast one on us and makes changes to this card by the end of this year. But as of right now, I 100% am going to keep the Amex Platinum card, and here's why. First off, I now make great use of the Platinum card's credits. Of course, the once useless entertainment credit will give me just about $240 worth of credit every year. The $200 Uber credit and $100 Saks credit are super easy to use. The hotel and airline fee credits are a little bit harder to use, but I still max them out and use them every year. I also try to make sure to use my Clear and Walmart Plus credits as much as I can, which honestly isn't a lot. That's at least $900 worth of value that I am getting right there from those credits alone. Not to mention, I still use the airport lounge access, Marriott and Hilton Gold status, TSA PreCheck / Global Entry membership, and even the Fine Hotels and Resorts or Hotel Collection benefit every so often. Those are pretty great things about this credit card, but I'll discuss later the shortcomings that come with it as well. That's because even with all of its bells and whistles, the Platinum card is like an electron, and I don't think many people will get positive value from it. But jumping to reward multipliers, I will also use my Platinum card for pretty much every flight purchase and most hotel purchases because I will earn 5x points on those transactions. As of right now, I also use this card for bigger purchases that I may need extended warranty, return, or purchase protection on. So far, I have only had to file a return protection claim once, and it was for a computer keyboard. I know I've been hyping up the Amex Platinum card so far, but it is still far from perfect, and I'll be talking about those shortcomings right now. One of those shortcomings actually has not happened yet, but starting in February 2023, Amex Platinum cardholders can no longer bring a guest for free at Amex Centurion lounges. Currently, we can bring up to 2 guests for free at these Amex Centurion lounges and Priority Pass lounges. The Priority Pass lounges guest policy will not change, so we could still bring our 2 free guests there, but it's sad to see that the Amex lounges will lose their value. Of course, this isn't a big deal for solo travelers, and some people actually might be happy about this change since the lounges should get less busy. You can, however, still get your 2 free guest privileges back if you spend a total of $75,000 or more on your Amex Platinum card in a calendar year. This lost benefit is going to hurt me because I usually travel with my girlfriend and now have to pay $50 to bring her with me into the Centurion Lounge. And I don't think it's that easy to drink or eat $50 worth of of food and alcohol in the short amount of time that we are in the lounge. Another con of the Amex Platinum is that it is still very expensive and most people need to use as many credits as they can to make the card worth it. This is bad for two reasons. The first reason is because if you can't use enough of the credits throughout the year, you probably shouldn't get the credit card. Some credits are easy to use, like the Uber credit, entertainment credit, and Saks credits, but credits like the hotel and airline fee credit could be tricky to use. Also, how much would you value the Walmart Plus and Clear credit? I doubt you would give them max value. Quick tip, the Uber Cash credit can only be used in the United States, so be sure to use it while you're at home or around the United States and not when you're traveling abroad. I know and understand the Platinum card targets higher net worth individuals, but I want to know how many people actually use the Equinox credit. I doubt very many people do. The second reason why Platinum's credits are a problem is because you have to keep track of them. Throughout the year, you have to constantly make sure you are using your credits every month or whenever you are supposed to use them. Some people prefer simplicity, and this is exactly what they wouldn't enjoy. You can use an app to keep track of it or manually track it yourself, but at the end of the day, you have to manage your credits every year on your Amex Platinum card. Another major con of this card is its reward multipliers. You will most likely not be using this card on a day-to-day basis because you will only earn bonus points on flights and hotels. That's it. To be more specific, you will only earn bonus points on prepaid hotel stays booked through Amex Travel. Cards like the Venture X and the Sapphire Reserve have other bonus reward categories, so you could use them more frequently than your Amex Platinum. I don't think Amex will make any changes to this part of the card in the near future, but I think it would be a much appreciated addition. Despite its shortcomings, my overall opinion and experience with the Amex Platinum card has been a positive one. Yes, I did go on an emotional roller coaster during my short time with this card, but thankfully we are making it out on top every year so far. If you can make use of its credits or you travel frequently, the Amex Platinum should be in your wallet. And if you want to learn more about the Platinum card, you should check out these two videos that I made here. I hope you'll enjoy them. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots!